Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Cheryl and I have a beautiful little almost 6-month-old named Noblin. You guys have probably seen her a little bit on the channel, but I haven't really posted much about her just because I've been so busy just getting into the mom life that YouTube has just kind of been on the back burner, even though I've been really wanting to get back into it and show more of her life. So unfortunately 6 months have gone by. She'll actually be 6 months on the 13th. But I have taken a lot of pictures and little clips and videos that I could probably compile into one long video if you guys are into seeing that. So to start off, I want to talk about how big she is. She is a little chunky monkey. I'll insert a picture of her and that way you guys can kind of see. She's chunky, but she's petite. Like, she's got these little thunder thighs, but her arms are just itty bitty little twigs, and she probably gets that from her mom. I'd say she probably weighs about 15 pounds and is about 20 inches long. So when she was born, she was 7.7 pounds and 19.5 inches. So she has doubled her weight probably by now. We actually go to the doctor June 15th for her to get her 6-month shots, my poor baby. And just going for a little checkup. Hopefully this whole virus thing will have subsided for the most part by then, but not getting my hopes up, unfortunately. So she does primarily nurse or breastfeed, whatever you want to call it. We do that 99% of the time. She does eat solid food, usually just fruits or vegetables. Her favorite is sweet potatoes and bananas, and we'll put them in the little mesh guard things, and she'll sit there and chew on those for forever. But other than that, we just kind of stick to the easy foods. We are not doing baby-led weaning. We did start with the purees, and I was making them for a good little bit, but she is sort of like a little clingy baby. She's a mommy's girl. So we did end up just starting her on the organic Gerber baby food. So yeah, she loves her food and her spoon. She loves eating her spoon. We have just now started giving her the little teething biscuits since she does have her two bottom teeth. She actually got her two bottom teeth whenever she was about 4.5 months old. She started teething at, I'd say, around a month old, which was insane. Absolutely insane. We went through a pretty rough time with that, seeing that she was so small. She didn't know how to manage the pain, and we were just doing Tylenol and massaging her gums and all of that. We did just now, actually today, because she's teething again, this poor chick, we got her the Highlands oral tablets, and it seemed to have helped her today, which is really good because mommy can't handle all that crying that she's doing with that pain. So yeah, she's just a sweet little baby. Like I said, she's a mommy's girl, so she's got to be on mommy's hip almost 24/7, it seems like. So I am currently staying at home with her, primarily just taking care of her, watching her grow, and her dad, my boyfriend, is working and taking care of us. We actually did just get a new house. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not because I never did a house tour at our old house. But we did upgrade and we're super happy and proud about that. We probably moved in, I'd say, almost a month ago now. So everything seems to be going really, really well. Our little baby is getting too big, too fast. She is finally starting to sit up all by herself. And by that I mean unassisted. Like right now she still sits assisted, just because I'm kind of freaked out at the thought of her sitting alone. Because I don't want her to fall and hit her head because our house is all hardwood flooring. So yeah. Let's see. She's about to start crawling. She is probably on the brink of crawling. She's actually, today we were watching her and she was figuring out how to get up on all fours. And the only thing is she would have it down pat, but every time she does it, she throws her head down and just kind of makes it like a bumper to where she can't move forward. So she's getting big. She's learning how to do all these things. She's got a great balance. She can hold herself up if I'm holding her little arms like that. She can hold herself up pretty much all by herself. And let's see, anything else? she's just a really, like, she's a pretty sweet baby at the end of the day. She has her moments, of course, because she's just a baby. But what is it, Maya? What is it? What is it? But she's overall a really good baby. We do co-sleep. Let me not forget to mention that. We do co-sleep. So we started co-sleeping. I had a bedside bassinet, or not a bedside. I had an in-bed bassinet. A co-sleeper is what I called it. I'd say for probably the first month or two of her life. And that was working out great. But then she started to grow out of it lengthwise. And so we just ended up moving her into the bed with us. And so we've been doing that ever since. And oh my goodness, your hair is flying all around, baby. Look at it. Oh my gosh. We've been doing that for ever since then. So probably for about 4 months now. And this past month, since we moved into our new house, we actually brought her crib into our bedroom and sidecarred it to our bed. So that way it gives me and Dad a little bit more space in the bed, and we can sleep a little bit more comfortably. Without sweet little chick taking up all the bed, because she is a bed hog. There's no denying it. And I just wanted to mention about the breastfeeding. So we did end up going through a pretty hard time with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding was actually a relatively hard thing for us to get a hold of. Whenever she was born, I actually had inverted nipples, and it caused her to not be able to latch onto it well. And it turns out we found out that she also had an upper lip tie right here. So for, I'd say, November, December, January, February, March, the first 4 months of her life, she was using a nipple shield. And it was pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. It was hard having to wake up in the middle of the night and put it on and have to worry about it staying on. And she would knock it off as she got bigger. She didn't realize. And she would just kind of take it off and try to play with it. But she did end up having a lip tie revision. They ended up lasering it on March 18th. And I'd say she used a nipple shield for about 2 days after that. And after that, she started nursing completely on her own without the nipple shield or any help of it. So we went from nipple shield to no nipple shield within a matter of a few days. And the lip tie revision was actually not hard on her at all. She acted like normal. It was definitely the easiest thing we could have gone through. I was pretty worried about it, but it turned out to be a big lifesaver. So yeah, I think that's just about it for her. She's doing great. She's growing, and unfortunately she's growing. And she's getting bigger, and it seems like time is just flying by, which breaks my heart. But I'm just so happy to see her growing and being healthy and all of that good stuff. So now I just want to talk about my postpartum journey, which has not been the easiest. I ended up giving birth November 13th of 2019. And I did really good for, I'd say, the first few months. I'd say in my pregnancy, I went up to 155. Pre-pregnancy, I was 115. And after birth, I've stayed a steady 134. So I haven't dropped all of the baby weight. A matter of fact, it's pretty much stayed where it is, except for the fact that a big old baby's not in there anymore. So yeah, I have actually been dealing with a bit of postpartum depression and anxiety, which is not easy to open up about, seeing that as moms, we have the tendency to try to stay strong and be there for everybody. So I have been dealing with that. I have got it taken care of. My mental health is looking so much better ever since we got it under control, and I've started managing it and just talking more about it with family, and they've been there to support me and help me out with the baby. So yeah, that has been it has been going a lot better ever since I decided to open up about it with everybody. My doctor did actually end up prescribing me medicine, but I never ended up taking it, just because I'm the type of person, I don't like to try to take any medicine. I'd rather not if I can avoid it. And in that situation, I did. I just took a different route of handling it. And so yeah, my mental health is looking really good now. Now onto my body. my postpartum body. This is a very tricky question or thing to talk about for some reason. Just because before I was pregnant, I was extremely skinny. I couldn't really gain weight. I stayed at a consistent weight. I didn't have all the extra stretch marks. I didn't have no stretch marks, in fact. And my stomach was flat, and I just overall looked like a basic teenager that hadn't given birth to a baby yet. And ever since then, my body does look like a little mom body. I don't hate it. I love my body because at the end of the day, it gave me my beautiful little baby. But I'm not afraid to say that I do have stretch marks, and I do have some extra skin that I did not have before. And I've also dealt with a lot of back pain ever since then. But this past 2 weeks, I have actually started to get control of that and manage it by going to the chiropractor and starting physical therapy to try to manage that pain and get it under control, so that way it doesn't get worse, because having a baby is not going to get easier. You know, they're going to be walking, crawling, and you're going to be chasing them everywhere. So I finally started getting that back under control, but I think I'm going to do a little tummy shot. Don't make fun of my body, okay? Because it's not something easy to show. I don't feel like I'm fat. I don't feel like I'm big. But like I said, I have this extra skin, and it just hasn't gone anywhere. And I have these stretch marks because she stretched me to the max. I was an itty bitty little chick that ended up giving birth to a pretty big chick. And my body says it all. So I'm just going to get up and show you guys that. So this is it from the front. It's not too bad. Like I said, I have this extra skin, and I have these little stretch marks. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty blessed to have the body that I do, and it gave me a beautiful baby, and there's nothing more in the world that I could be grateful for, because at the end of the day, this is what God intended my body to do, and it did exactly what it was made to do, and I'm proud of it. I'm learning to become more comfortable with it, and I'm wanting to get back in the gym once all of this virus stuff is over and try to tighten all that extra skin up, just so that way I can feel more confident about my body, and feel comfortable to be 18 with the body that I have. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching and tuning into me and my baby girl's life. If you guys are interested in telling me what videos you guys want to see, then go to my Instagram. I'll have it in the description below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video, I guess. Bye.